Well, I've been working. We've been doing these shows, man. I'm Poison Pin, by the way. How you doing? Yeah, we've been doing these shows. We've been staying on the road constantly. Myself, Immortal Technique. You know, brothers like Sean Price. We've been on the road like for the past since like '05, really. Have a mixtape album, Warning, Saigon Warning Shots type. That's what I compare it to, really, because it's an album, but it's not like the album. So I recorded an album called Pick Your Poison, The Mark of the East, which is kind of like a sequel to the Pick Your Poison mixtape that came out that I have released last spring 2006. But it's an in-store version, all original songs, bar-coded, Fontana Universal. Man, it's been a long grind because everybody, for whatever reason, well, I know why. Even on the street credentials, it was like Battle MC Poison Pen, and I haven't been to battle since like 1989. But that's what I did to you know, when I first started. That's what I did to get the name out, because you know, when I used to first go to places in New York City, that's where I'm from Brooklyn. So when I first started going around the local venues in New York City trying to perform, trying to have my voice heard, obviously nobody knew who I was back in the day. So you know, there was no other way to get your name known by other than battling. Like, you had to. If you didn't, you basically weren't going to get heard. So I battled because I just wanted people to know who I was, not because that was like what drove me. Like, I love battle. I'm an MC, so every MC should be able to battle. But you know, I used it for what it was worth. You know, I built the name off of that. Then when I stopped battling, I started hosting the battles, and then from that went to doing these independent records, and that helped build the name up. And then in the midst of doing all the records and everything and hosting events, people actually started realizing that I had a personality. So you know, that's when I got into hosting events all across the country, actually all throughout the world. I host an equal amount of events, the same amount of events that I do performing, actually rapping. It's cool because it keeps the name out, let people know about myself. And then that turned into, oh wow, you an ill character, da da da. Yo, I like your voice. Let's do some video games. So then, you know, I started doing video game voices and things like that. I do a lot of things for Rockstar Games. Shout out to my man Greg Johnson, my man El Juba. Actually, who's from Florida, and I'm in Florida, so that's ill. You know, he works for Rockstar Games, and he plugged me into that severely. You know, so I got a few parts, you know, Grand Theft Auto, Situations, The Warriors. Did that. We're gonna do a few more things. So I do a lot of things. As far as video game voices. It's just basically trying to stamp myself as just a hip hop performer. And that doesn't necessarily mean a rapper, you know, a hip hop performer. Whatever it is, hip hop, I do it. You know what I mean? So it doesn't mean I have to just be up there rapping or whatever. I do everything.
On the road.
Well, the road, you have to be built for the road, honestly. A lot of people aren't built for the road just because you rap on your block, because people think you're nice, don't mean you can survive on the road. I mean, when you're doing 30 shows in like 24 days or something like that, and you lost your voice after the first week, and you can't speak to nobody until you perform, it's a real hectic thing to do. But I mean, honestly, that's a lot of our, as far as independent grind, it's a lot of our bread and butter. I mean, most artists, period. Well, if you got a regular standard deal, I mean, you ain't making that much cake off your record sales, unless it's your company yourself, or you doing like, you know, your own official bootlegs, such as mixtapes and things of that nature. So I mean, you gotta stay on the road, man. You gotta stay on the road and let people venture into your world. I mean, because everybody can download. You know what I mean? The only thing that they can't download is a live stage performance. I mean, they can look on YouTube, but I mean, nothing beats you being there, feeling the person's energy, you know, hearing how they put that record across live, you know what I mean, feeling the energy, shaking their hand. You can't duplicate that. You can bootleg an album all day, you can download somebody's music, but you can't really duplicate that. So, I mean, we really enjoy bringing it to the masses. I mean, the merchandise, man, that really helps us out a lot, honestly. You know, as far as it's the compact discs and then the T-shirts, things of that nature. I mean, that really helps us out. You know, as far as just keeping the lights on. You know what I mean? It's not about balling. It's about, you know, just helping us maintain, so we keep bringing our movement to the people at home, or to the people that enjoy what we do. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not here to show you my big chain and throw a wad of money in the air. I don't do that, you know what I mean? You as an artist, you have to realize that no matter how dope you think you are, the crowd will really tell you how dope you are. You know what I mean? You can be gassed all day, you can have a dope record, but if you can't perform, nobody's gonna want to see you. So you really have to keep that perspective. And even if like you go to a venue, like we've been blessed, like the shows we've been doing the past, you know, few years, like they've all been had pretty decent crowds. If you in the spot, there's 30 people there. You gotta rock for that 30 like it's 300, 3,000, 30,000. You really have to, you know, let people know. I mean, even if the rest of the world ain't come out, these people paid to see you and they're happy that you're there, they're excited that you're there. So don't walk around all mad and sitting there disrespecting the 30 people that actually came to see you. Now if you alienate them, then nobody gonna buy your shit. Nobody gonna come to your next show. You understand what I'm saying? So you really gotta rock out for the people, man, because if it wasn't for the people, you wouldn't be here. As far as hip hop and exotic, I can't even tell you a place I've been to. I've been to some nice places. You know, we staying in a nice villa right now, 3-bedroom villa, nice lake. You know, workout room. You know, not like I'm really using the workout room, but we got one just because I wanted to use it. Ride around golf carts around the premises. That's kind of hot, you know. But I don't know if you call that exotic, but it's nice. I'm from Nostrand Avenue. We ain't got golf carts in Nostrand. You know what I'm saying? We don't have villas. I mean, it's getting gentrified, but there's no. You show me one villa in Bed-Stuy, and you know, I give you $1,000 right now. You know what I'm saying? So I guess anything's more exotic than my old block. You know what I mean? Shoot, freaking Greenpoint, Brooklyn is more exotic than my old block. You know what I mean? Central Bookings is more exotic than my old block. You know what I mean? Dealing with a label, it's like it's pros and cons, obviously. You know, I have like my situation now. I mean, I'm in a good situation, but it's still like there's pros and cons. Like I have major distribution now. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like we're not. There's so many different hands in the pot when you deal with labels. When you deal with big labels. We deal with labels in general, unless you totally run things, you totally own it, which most people don't. I mean, it's like okay. Most people, you know, if you're on a label, you're not playing for press, you're not manufacturing, you're not distributing. You rap, you went to the studio, that's all you did. You know what I mean? So if the label came to you from the beginning, all right, they pay for the studio time, they A&R the project, they got the producers, they got it mixed, they got it mastered, they got it pressed, they got it distributed. So therefore, before you even get, you know, a nickel, there's another 6, 7 different parties that's gonna eat before you do. And that's kind of whack. Back in the day, you rapped, you DJ'd, you b-boy. Now you have to do everything. A lot of people aren't built for that. You understand what I'm saying? But you really have to think as a business. Me personally, I get my beats myself. I record them myself. I pay to get them mixed and mastered myself. I even get the artwork done myself. Then I bring it. Boom. You can't get like so. Therefore, when I do that, there's about 7 less hands in the cookie jar. You understand what I'm saying? So I come to you with this project, you cut me that check, you let me get my masters. So whatever you cut me, I'll bust my people down, you know, whatever agreement we make. The more hands-on you are with your music, the more you eat at the end of the day. If you just rap, and that's all you do, don't plan on being wealthy, unless you got it. Unless your show grind is that heavy. The short grinds that heavy, you can eat. But if you just rap and that's all you do, don't expect to be well off. You really have to do more than that nowadays, especially in this new era, man. You have to. And on top of that, you really have to figure out how to get that paper because everybody's down low. The record sales are down horribly, and that's from the majors all the way down to people such as myself. Record sales are down. You know what I mean? Somebody who'd have sold 5 million records 4 years ago, struggling to go platinum. You went gold last year, you doing 100,000 this year. Like, it is what it is. So you gotta figure it out. If you make up a stupid dance, make up a corny hook, get a ringtone or something, or step your game up, man. You know what I mean? It's difficult, man. You gotta do it. But yeah, the labels, man. You know, the more hands-on you are, the less they can take out of your pot. That's the end of the story. My name is Poison Pen, man. Bed-Stuy, New York City, man. I represent MVs. I represent Stronghold, the Circle, Rebel Army. You know what I mean? I'm here. My album's called Pick Your Poison, The Mark of the East. If you like it, support it. You know what I mean? But yo, man, South Israel has always held me down since I was like a high schooler. You know what I'm saying? It's popping out here tonight. But yeah, man, you know, like I said, shouts to Israel always, you know what I mean? Holds me down, you know. You one of the reasons a lot of people know me. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to continue to do what I do. And, yeah.